Children, I've shared my screen. Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I hope all of you have taken up this test.
Yes, ma'am.
Is anyone there who's still to take up this test? I haven't closed it. It's still open.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, Shivani, ma'am.
Okay. We'll discuss later. I saw that I think you did not end the test correctly. No, okay, fine. We'll discuss later, Shivani. Anybody else? Who's not started the test, meaning who's not attempted at all? All right. Yeah, what's the answer for this one? The graph of ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 is? The graph of ax plus by.
General straight line, ma'am.
General straight line. It's a general straight line. From the graph of a line, we can find the coordinates of only one point lying on the line, only 2 points lying on the line, only finite number of points, that is countable, only finite number of points, some definite number of points lying on the line, infinite number of points lying on the line.
Infinite number of points lying on the line, ma'am.
Infinite number of points lying on the line. It's a straight line. It's a straight line and there are infinitely many points lying on the straight line. So from the graph of a line, we can find the coordinates of infinite number of points, many number of points. We can find the coordinates, that is the x coordinate and the y coordinate. You can find the address. From the graph of a line, we can find the address of many points. On the line, there are so many points. We can find the address because the line is on the Cartesian plane. You can from the graph, you can read the value of the x coordinate, the value of the y coordinate, and hence find the address of the infinitely many points lying on the line. Yes.
Ma'am, AM plus BN plus C is equal to 0.
The fourth option, ma'am.
Which option? Option number
4.
4, ma'am.
4. The ordered pair Mn satisfies the equation ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 if perfect. So in place of x when you use m and in place of y when you use n plus c, if this value is 0, see if the value of am plus bn plus c is 0, it means the ordered pair m comma n satisfies this equation. See, this is the LHS. Ax plus by plus c, ax plus by plus c is the LHS of the equation. Now, in the LHS, in place of x, you need to use m, and in place of y, n. So that will give you am plus by, sorry, am plus bn plus c. If the value of this expression am plus bn plus c is 0, no, not this RHS. I'm saying take this LHS alone. Take the LHS, work the LHS. am plus bn plus c. If the result is 0, if the value of that expression is 0, it means the ordered pair m comma n satisfies this equation. And that's what you see here. That's what is, the meaning of the fourth option. The ordered pair m comma n satisfies the equation ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 if in place of x we use m and in place of y we use n plus c. So this is here we are calculating the value of the LHS. we're calculating the value of the LHS when X is M and Y is N. And if this value is 0, it means M comma N satisfies this equation. I'll tell you what the term intercept means at the end of this discussion. Now tell me which is the correct
Fourth
option.
one.
Last one, ma'am.
Last one, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
So graph of y is equal to 4 will be parallel to y-axis itself.
Ma'am, first one, ma'am.
Please make the graph roughly now. What do you mean by y is equal to 4? Now the graph of, meaning they're treating this as an equation in two variables, because the graph of y is equal to 4 is a line. See, now when you read this equation, y is equal to 4, there is only one variable y. So we have two questions in our mind. Is this, should we treat this as an equation in one variable y, or should we treat this as an equation in two variables x and y? So that's the next question that should occur to your mind. When you read this, y is equal to 4, should I treat this as an equation in one variable y and say that it's its geometrical representation is a point on a number line, or should I treat it as an equation in two variables x and y and analyze its straight line, the graph, which is a straight line in the Cartesian plane? So here it's given here. See here, the graph of y is equal to 4 is a line. So meaning they're treating this as an equation in two variables x and y. The graph of y is equal to 4 is a line. See, this is a line, meaning they're treating this one as an equation in two variables x and y. Is a line. Is a line. When do you get a line? Only when you treat this as an equation in two variables x and y. Okay, now try to make the xy table, children. Y is always 4 for any value of x. Y is always 4 for any value of x. Please make a plot it on the graph paper. Connect the 3 points. The 3 points must be collinear. You must be able to connect them by the same straight line. And tell me, how does the graph look like? I hope you're all making the graph. You need to make the xy table where y is always 4 for any value of x. Any value of x. Take 3 different values for x. Say like -2, 0, 2. Take 3 different values for x, but y will always be 4. Y is equal to 4. So that means against y, you must say 4 everywhere. You can give different values for x.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, parallel to x-axis, ma'am. At a distance of 4 units.
The origin. All right. We understand what the word origin means. Okay. So the graph of y is equal to 4 is a line parallel. See, when it is y is equal to 4, it will be parallel to the x-axis. When it's y equal to something, it will be parallel to the x-axis. When it's x is equal to, say, 4, x is equal to 4, then it will be parallel to the y-axis. Okay. The graph of y is equal to 4 is a line parallel to the x-axis at a distance of 4 units from the origin. From the origin above or below? Above or below?
Above, ma'am.
Above.
Above,
Okay,
ma'am.
so this is the most appropriate option, though it's not, meaning it's not specified if it's above or below. Still, this is the most appropriate option. So the graph of y is equal to 4 is a line parallel to the x-axis at a distance of 4 units from the origin. It lies above the x-axis. So you need to just make the table, quickly make the table where y is all, you need to take 3 ordered pairs. Against y, take 4 in all the 3 boxes. And against x, you can give different values. You can even say 1, 2, 3, whatever. Any value for x. Y is always 4. If you plot those 3 points on the graph paper, you will see that the 3 points are collinear. And when you connect the 3 points by a straight line, you will see that the straight line is a line parallel to the x-axis at a distance of 4 units above the x-axis. Yeah. Which of the following represents a line parallel to x-axis? Parallel to the x-axis meaning y is equal to something. If it's parallel to the x-axis, then it should be y is equal to some number.
Ma'am, fourth one.
Yeah. Because on solving
Fourth
this,
one, ma'am.
yeah, on solving this, what do you get? 3y minus 2y. So it will be
Ma'am, y
3y
is equal to 5.
y is equal to 2 plus 3, 5. Y is equal to 5. If it's parallel to the x-axis, then y is equal to, the equation will look like y is equal to some number. Parallel to the, which of the following represent a line parallel to the x-axis? X-axis. Then the equation should be like y is equal to some number. Y is equal to b, we say. Y is equal to b. So here we have both x and y, so not possible. Both x and y, no. So this is only x. No, x is equal. So this is x is equal to minus 5. The third option is x is equal to minus 5. So this will be a line parallel to the y-axis because x is equal to a. X is equal to a, meaning x is equal to some number. X is equal to a. That will be parallel to the y-axis. So it will not be parallel to the x-axis. So the fourth one. So see here, this is not possible. When you have both x and y, the line, the graph of an equation which has both x and y cannot be parallel to either the x-axis or y-axis. They'll not be parallel. The graph of this equation will neither be parallel to the x-axis nor y-axis, because if it has to be parallel, then you should not have both the variables in it. There'll only be x or y in it. The equations will look like x is equal to a or y is equal to b. X is equal to a, y is equal to b. Only equations of such form will be parallel to the y-axis or x-axis. If an equation is of the form x is equal to a, x is equal to a, meaning x is equal to some numerical value, x is equal to a. Like here, x is equal to minus 5. See here, x is equal to minus 5, like the third option. So x is equal to minus 5 is a line parallel to the y-axis, at a distance of 5 units to the left of the y-axis. X is equal to minus 5. We are talking about the third one. X is equal to minus 5 is like x is equal to a. Children, I'm audible, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. So the third option, x plus 5 is equal to 0 can also be written as x is equal to minus 5. Now this is of the form x is equal to a. X is equal to a. X is equal to a meaning where a is some numerical value. So x is equal to a will be a line parallel to the y-axis. Now here in this case, x is equal to minus 5 will be parallel to the y-axis at a distance of 5 units to the left of the y-axis. So how do you make the table for this, children? How do you make the xy table for this? Xy table, what will be the value of x always? when you make the XY table, what will be the value against X? -5. X will always be -5 for different values of Y. Correct. So we need to plot those 3 points. And when you obtain the graph, you will see that it's parallel to the y-axis at a distance of 5 units to the left of it. All right. So we were talking about x is equal to a and y is equal to b. So again, y is equal to b will be a line parallel to the x-axis. So to put all this in a nutshell, if a line has to be parallel to the x or the y-axis, then the equation of that line should have only x or only y in it. It cannot have both x and y. If it has, you will get a straight line, but then it will not be parallel to either of the axes. So when you look at this equation, both x and y, we have both the variables x and y. Now the graph of this equation will not be parallel to x or the y axis. So this is rejected straight away because here parallel, second one, has both x and y, rejected. Cannot be the correct option. You don't even have to, work anything else. This equation has both x and y. Then the graph of this equation cannot be parallel to any of the axes. X plus y is equal to 0, meaning x is equal to -5. Okay, x is equal to -5. So there's only, just a minute, children. Yeah, children. So x plus 5 is equal to 0. Now this is x is equal to -5. So we have only the only one variable here. We have only one variable x here. So here the graph of this equation will be a line parallel to x or y axis. But which axis here? Because we have only this variable x, it will be parallel to the y axis. The graph of this one will be parallel to the y axis. X is equal to -5. We have only one variable x. What we understood is if the equation has both the variables x and y, if the equation has both the variables x and y, the graph will be a straight line, but that line will not be parallel to either the x or the y axis. So straight away rejected the first two options. The third one, x is equal to -5, will be parallel to the y axis because x is equal to -5, x is equal to a, will be parallel to the y axis. So rejected because this is x axis. So finally we have on solving this, y is equal to 5. On solving this, y is equal to 5. Y is equal to b. Yes, there's only one variable y, and y is equal to b will be a line parallel to the x-axis, and that's what it is. Which of the following represents a line parallel to the x-axis? So the last one. So what you should understand is if an equation has both the variables x and y, a linear equation in x and y, its graph is a straight line which will not be parallel to any of the axes. It will not be the graph of the graph of an equation which has both x and y variables in it cannot be parallel to any of the axes. If it has only x or only y, then they are parallel lines. Now only x, it will be parallel to the y axis. Only y, it will be parallel to the x axis. The solution of the equation. So you just have to solve this. What do you get? 3x plus 2x. 3x plus 6, so 5x by 6. So 5x is equal to 30. X is equal to 30 by 5, 6. So just have to solve this equation. any solution of the linear equation. Okay, 0x plus 3y minus 7 is equal to 0 in two variables is of the form. Any solution is of the form. You should choose one of it. So when you make the table for this, children, when you make the table for this, what is it? Y is equal to 7 by 3, correct? When you make the table for this one,
Yes, ma'am.
y
Yes,
is
ma'am.
equal to 7 by 3. Y is equal to
Yes,
7. So
ma'am.
how will you make the table? Yeah, children. So how will you make the table? Y is always 7 by 3 for different values of x. So the value of x will change, but y is always 7 by 3. See, please take up this equation. Please take up this equation and understand when you make the table, the xy table, this is y is equal to 7 by 3 because 0x is 0. So just leave that. 3y is equal to 7, y is equal to 7 by 3. 3y is equal to 7, y is equal to 7 by 3. So when you make the table, xy table, against y, you will say 7 by 3 everywhere. 7 by 3. What are the values for x? Anything. 0, minus 1, 1, any value. Whatever value of x, y will always be 7 by 3. So choose the correct option from this. Which one is the appropriate option?
Second one, ma'am.
0, 7 by 3.
No, children. That means you're saying only 1 point. 0, 7 by 3 is a specific point. It can be 1,
n, 7 by 3, ma'am.
yeah, n, 7 by 3. Because when we say 0, 7 by 3, yes, 0, 7 by 3 will lie on the graph of that straight line. But that means that's the only point. It's a straight line. There are infinitely many points on it. See, when we make the table also, yeah, I know you all understood. But I just want to complete this. So when you make the table, you know against y, you're going to write 7 by 3 always and take different values for x. That means x can be now. So the points will be like 0, 7 by 3, 1, 7 by 3, 2, 7 by 3, minus 1, 7 by 3. X will take different values, but y will always be 7 by 3. So the points on the line will be like minus 10, 7 by 3, minus 9, 7 by 3. No, all of us should understand. So see here, let me come from the beginning. This is nothing but 3y is equal to 7, y is equal to 7 by 3. When we make the table, the xy table to get the straight line, since we have y is equal to 7 by 3, y against y in all the three boxes, against y, we're going to say 7 by 3, 7 by 3, 7 by 3. Against x in the three boxes, take different values. This is like 0, minus 1, 1, whatever three different values. So when you plot these 3 points and obtain the straight line, the coordinates or the different addresses which you can find will be like minus 10, 7 by 3, minus 8, 7 by 3, 0, 7 by 3. You'll find infinitely. You can find there are infinitely many points. There are infinitely many points. But when we say there are infinitely many points that look like any value, 7 by 3. But when we choose this, that means you're saying there's only 1 point, this point 0, 7 by 3. So you should generalize your answer. You must generalize. This is a specific point, 7, 3. This is a specific point, 0, 7 by 3. You must generalize. X will be anything. That's what is called n here. N meaning any value. 7 by 3. See, y is fixed. Y is 7 by 3. X can be anything. Do you all agree?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, see here. Any solution of the linear equation, this one and two variables will be of the form. Solution meaning they're talking about the points that lie on the line. Children, solution meaning, okay. So any solution of the linear equation, any solution meaning they're talking about the different points that lie on the straight line of this equation. So when you make the graph of this equation on that straight line, you will have infinitely many points of this form n, 7 by 3. And they're all solutions to this equation. Every point on that straight line will be a solution to this equation. So that's what it is. Any solution. That means any point lying on this graph. Let's read it like that. Any solution meaning any point any point lying on the graph of this equation. Every point lying on the graph of this equation is a solution to this equation. So any solution meaning any point lying on the graph of this equation will be of the form n comma 7 by 3. X will be any value, but y will always be 7 by 3. So n comma 7 by 3. Any point on the line y is equal to 3x is of the form. Any point on the line y is equal to 3x is of the form. So what you see here, the y coordinate is 3 times the x coordinate. Y is equal to 3x. What? Just read this once or twice slowly. Y, that is the y coordinate, is 3 times the x coordinate.
Ma'am, a is equal to a comma 3a.
Yeah, so see the y coordinate is equal to, meaning is, the y coordinate is 3 times the x coordinate. See here, read this and see, this is the y coordinate. Is it 3 times the x coordinate? Yeah, this is 3 times the x coordinate. So this is what it is. None of these. Just understand what this is. The y coordinate is 3 times the x coordinate. So when you look at this, this is the y coordinate. This one is 3 times. The y coordinate is 3 times the x coordinate a. The x coordinate a. Or else you'll have to just put every point in here and see if it satisfies. Like you can also do this a comma 3a. So in place of x, you use a, and in place of y, use 3a and see if the equation is satisfied. You can also do that.
Ma'am, a doubt, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, if y is equal to a means, then how come x will be equal to a? Y is equal to 3y will be, no ma'am. It will come like that only, no ma'am.
Just see if this will help you. Now, how do you understand that this point, any point on the line y is equal to 3x will be of this form? So if it is of this form, it should satisfy this equation, right? So let's take it like this. So this equation can be this equation. Okay, let's take it as it is. This is the left hand side, this is the right hand side. Just take up this point. This is the left hand side. Okay, y. What is y? 3a. So LHS, the value is 3a. RHS is 3x, that is 3 into a, 3a. LHS is equal to RHS. So this is the correct option. Try like that. Try that way. So what should I do now? Y is equal to 3x. So what is the value of x, children? In the second option, what's the value of x? 3a. Please follow me. In the second option, the x coordinate is 3a. So let's say 3a here. X is 3a, right? So what is the value of the RHS? 9a. And what is the left hand side? Y, which is a. So LHS is a, while RHS is 9a. So it's not satisfied. LHS is not equal to RHS. If see a point on this line should will be of which form here? Will take which of these forms? If it takes this form, it should satisfy this equation. So in place of y, this is the left hand side. This is the left hand side. In place of y, use a, and this is the right hand side. In place of x, use 3a. Work the LHS and RHS, see if they're equal. If they're equal, it is satisfied, and that will be the solution. Otherwise, just by reading this, you can make out the y coordinate is 3 times x coordinate, and here the y coordinate is 3 times x coordinate. Yes, Shreyas, now ask me. So everywhere we can just check like that, children. Okay, maybe we'll just do the last one again. So see, in place of y, we need to say minus a. So left hand side, y is minus a. So LHS is minus a. RHS is 3x. So 3x meaning 3 into a by 3. 3x, so 3 into a by 3. So it's a. LHS is minus a. RHS is a. They're not equal. So this cannot be the correct option. Yes, Shreyas, come again with your question.
Ma'am, the same question.
Okay. Is it okay now?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. The point of the form the point of the form a comma a by 2 always lies on the line. The point. So this is the other way of asking the earlier question.
Ma'am, 2x is equal to y.
X is equal to 2y, ma'am.
So what you can understand is from this, the y coordinate is half of the x coordinate. See children, not that every time you should do this interpretation. You can just substitute and see where it is satisfied also. So here we have x is a, x will be in the form a and y will be in the form a by 2. That is, if this is 10, this is 5 children. See here, like a and a by 2 meaning if the x coordinate is 10, then the y coordinate is 10 by 2, 5. If the x coordinate is 3, then the y coordinate is 3 by 2, 1.5.
X is equal to 2y, ma'am.
The x coordinate is double. The x coordinate is double. See, just take some examples. So as I was telling you, if a is 8, what is the value of a by 2? 8 by 2, 4.
4, ma'am.
8 comma 4. 8 comma 4. That means the y coordinate is half of the x coordinate, or the x coordinate is twice the y coordinate. Which is the correct option? Which is the correct option?
Ma'am, I have a doubt again in this question, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, if I take that x is equal to y by 2, I move that y into x. I mean into left hand side means 2x is equal to y, like that only. No, ma'am, it's coming.
You're talking about the first equation, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, 2x is equal to y, correct. That means the y coordinate is twice the x coordinate. The y coordinate is
No, ma'am. If I move the 2 to the right hand side, then it will become as x is equal to y by 2.
Correct. Yeah, x is equal to y by 2. Correct. Please
then,
go ahead.
Then it can satisfy that, no, ma'am. A comma a by 2.
No. X is half of y. That the meaning there is x is equal to y by 2, meaning x is, just think about it. X is equal to y by 2. The value of x is whatever is the value of y divided by 2.
Ma'am, I still can't understand it, ma'am.
Yeah. Just visualize. See here. Take some examples, no? X is equal to y by 2. Now, give me some value for y.
Ma'am, 10.
Okay, so you're saying y is 10. What is x? Y by 2, right?
Yes, ma'am.
10 by 2, 5. No. Have a book with you, just write down. You said x is equal to y by 2. Now, if y is 10, what is x? 10 by 2, 5. So the address is like 5 comma 10. Wherein y is twice x. It's the other way. X should be twice y. Okay, when you have 5 comma 5 or 10, does it look like a comma a by 2? A comma a by 2 is, if you say 5, it should be 5 comma 5 by 2.
Yes, ma'am.
Then x is equal to 2y.
X is equal to 2y. You can, the most simplest approach is just substitute. LHS is x. LHS is x. So x is a here. So LHS, the value of the LHS is a. RHS is 2y. Y is a by 2. So 2 into a by 2. 2 into a by 2. So 2 and 2 gets cancelled. RHS is also a. LHS is a. RHS is a. It's satisfied. So x is equal to 2y. This is the equation. And any point lying on this equation will be of the form a comma a by 2. You can substitute here. See now, here the LHS is 2x. The LHS is 2x. So 2 into a, 2a. The LHS, the value of the LHS is 2a. RHS is y and y is a by 2. So on the LHS we have 2a, RHS we have a by 2. They're not equal. LHS is not equal to the RHS. So we just have to substitute. Easiest approaches, in place of x use a, in place of y use a by 2 in the equations and see which equation is satisfied. That is, the value on the two sides must be the same. LHS and RHS must be the same. The equation y is equal to 5. The equation y is equal to 5 in two variables. In two variables can be written as which one, children?
Ma'am, 0x plus 1y.
0 plus 0x
Zero.
plus,
Yes, third one.
Third one.
yeah, 0x plus 1y is equal to 5. So this is the same as y is equal to 5. This is the same as y is equal to 5. 0x plus 1y. 0x is 0. So 1y is y. So y is equal to 5. Y is equal to 5. Yeah. If a linear equation has solutions, then it is of the form. So again, just
Minus x2x plus y, ma'am.
minus.
2x plus y.
You can just, yeah, 1 minute. So you can first check out which cannot be possible. So now x plus, or supposing you use 1 comma 2. Supposing you use 1 comma 2 in this equation, 1 comma 2, x is 1 and y is 2. So 1 and 2 does not satisfy this equation. So this is not possible. Just take some point, 1 comma 2. Now when you use x1 and y2, you get 1 minus 2, which is minus 1, not equal to the RHS. So this cannot be the correct option. Then x plus y is equal to 0. Just use x1 and y2 there. So 1 plus 2, which is 3. 1 plus 2 is 3. Equation is not satisfied. So this is not possible. Then try here. Minus 2 into 1, minus 2 plus 2, 0. But just because this, see, you can say this and this is not possible because it doesn't, 1 comma 2, when you use 1 comma 2 in these two equations, the equations are not satisfied. So that means these two cannot be the correct options. But just because 1 comma 2 satisfies this cannot become the correct option. If 1 comma 2 satisfies this, you must also check if these two satisfy the equation, the same equation. You can say no with one, meaning by using just 1 point, but you cannot say yes using 1 point. You can say yes using all, you should check with all the 3 points to say yes, but to say no, you can just check it with 1 point. Now we rejected this equation because when we use 1 comma 2 here, 1 comma 2 here, 1 minus 2 is not 0. Here 1 plus 2 is 3, it's not 0. So you can reject because this point 1 comma 2 does not satisfy these two equations. So you can reject it. But this one satisfies, 1 comma 2 satisfies this equation. But that doesn't mean all the others also should satisfy. That you should check. That you must check. So once now 1 comma 2 satisfies this equation. So let's check this also. 0 comma 0. Yeah, it satisfies. What about this one? Minus 2 into minus 1 is 2. 2 minus 2, 0. Yeah, all the 3 points satisfy this equation. All the 3 points satisfy this equation. Mostly this will not be. So let's anyways check 1 comma 2 here. Minus 1 plus 4. No, not happening. When this does not satisfy this equation. If 1 point satisfies the equation, doesn't mean that all the other points also will satisfy. You can reject an equation. Now, when we tried 1 comma 2 with the first and second equation, the equations were not satisfied. So you can straight away reject. But when 1 comma 1 minute.
For
but
the
when
fourth one, 0 comma 0 satisfies, ma'am.
Yeah, check the others also. Okay, this satisfies, right? Let's check the others. Try this. Try 1 comma 2 there.
Ma'am, 3 is coming, ma'am.
No, does it satisfy or no?
No, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so if one point satisfies an equation, you must check the others also. But if one point does not satisfy an equation, you can reject it straight away. Now we rejected 1 and 2 because 1, 2 does not satisfy these two equations. So straight away you can reject it. But when 1, 2 satisfies this equation, you must check the others if the other points also satisfy the same equation. So you can see that all these 3 points satisfy this equation. Hence, this is the correct option. So maybe one of these points satisfy this, but all of them do not. But all the 3 points satisfy this equation. That means when you make a graph of this equation, when you make a graph of this equation, these 3 points will lie on the straight line of this graph. These 3 points will lie on the straight line. Okay.
X is equal to y, ma'am.
Ma'am, x is equal to y.
Yeah. We have only 3 options, is it? Or is it hidden? Oh, this one has only 3 options? You remember? Okay.
4 options.
No, ma'am, scroll down, ma'am.
No, this cannot hide it. No, did I forget to?
There was
No,
4
no,
options.
I don't think I can move any of these tabs. All right. Anyways, so the equation of the line whose graph is given in figure 1.21. So this is figure 1.21. The equation of the line. Okay, the equation of this line. The equation of this line is x is equal to y. X is equal to minus y. X is equal to 3y.
X is equal to y, ma'am.
X is equal to y. This one, I think I had not marked the correct option. Let me just check, okay? I think I did not, by mistake, I had given some other option. Let me just check and get back in case, you have given the correct option, but not got marks there because I have not selected the correct one. I'll increase your total by 1 mark. Let me just check. I don't know. Let me just check, I said. Okay. So here, what do we observe, children, on this? Look at the points on this line. 1, 1, 0, 0, minus 2, minus 2. X is equal to y. 1, 1, 0, 0, minus 2, minus 2. Clearly, x is equal to y. Clearly, x is equal to y because see, it's okay, or you can do it like this. So it satisfies, right? 1 is equal to 1, 0 is equal to 0, minus 2 is x and minus 2 is y. So x is equal to y. Minus 2, x is equal to y, 0, 0, x is equal to y, 1, 1, x is equal to y. I think for this one, by mistake, I had given this option. Okay. I don't think I can move this. You were all able to see all the 4 options, children?
Ma'am, near that
Yes.
negative marks, there's a scroll bar, no, ma'am.
Where? Oh my God. Oh my God. Thank you. Yeah. I was blind. Oh my goodness. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So this is the earlier one. This is the earlier one. Yeah. So this one I was telling you that I think by mistake I marked this option. So let me just check and get back. Yeah. So for this, children,
X plus Y is equal to 1, ma'am.
x plus y is equal to 1, because look at, you can just add these points. Like what is 0 plus 1? 1. 1 plus 0, 1. So x plus y is equal to 1. X plus y is equal to 1. Or you can substitute. Just take up the point now, say 0, 1. Use it in this equation. 0 plus 1. X is 0, y is 1. So 0 plus 1 is 1. But the RHS is 2. It's not satisfying. This point 0, 1 does not satisfy this equation. And clearly see, so see here, children, x plus y is equal to 2, meaning the sum of the x coordinate and the y coordinate is 2. X plus y is equal to 2. That means if you add the x and y coordinate, you must get 2 as the answer. Oh, clearly no. 1 plus 0 is not 2. X plus y is equal to 1. Yeah, x plus y is equal to 1. X is equal to y. The x coordinate is equal to the y coordinate. No, they're not equal. The difference is 1. X minus y. The difference is 1. The x coordinate is here, x minus y is 1, but here x minus y is. You just have to substitute. You just have to substitute in every equation. Use x 0, y 1. Use x 1, y 0. See which equation is satisfied. See which equation is satisfied. So, and again, on the face of these points, you can make out that the sum x plus y is equal to 1. This is the correct option. Yeah, this one. Which is the correct option, children?
X plus 2y is equal to 3, ma'am.
X plus 2y. Please substitute the values. Can x is equal to y be an option?
2x plus y is equal to 3.
Option? X is equal to y.
Ma'am, x is equal to y. No, ma'am, it can't be, ma'am.
It can't be. Sorry.
No, ma'am.
No, I didn't mark it. Sorry, by mistake. X is equal to y is clearly not possible. Why? Because
2x plus y is equal to 3, ma'am.
0, 3. They're not equal. 0 and 3. Which is the correct option? This one, huh? Is it this one?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you can just try. So 1, 1, use 1, 1 here. 1 plus 3 is 4. It's not 9. And here also, here 1 is equal to 1 happens here. But when you use 0, 3, x is 0, y is 3. 0 is not equal to 3. If just because one point satisfies doesn't mean that can become the equation of the straight line. 1, 1 satisfies this equation, but 0, 3 does not. So then this cannot be the equation of the straight line. All right. So when you use 0, 3 here, 0 plus 2 into 3 is 6. So 6 is equal to 3. False. All right. So 2x plus y is equal to 3. The equation of x is equal to 7 in 2 variables can be written as
0x plus 1y is equal to 7.
0.
Sorry, ma'am. 1x plus 0y is equal to 7.
Yeah. X meaning 1x. Y term is not seen. So 0y plus 0y is equal to 7. The graph of y is equal to 6 is a line.
Parallel to x-axis at a distance of 6 units from the origin, ma'am.
Very, yeah.
Yes,
Parallel to
ma'am.
the x-axis. Yeah, it's parallel to the x-axis. It will not make we'll talk about intercepts later, children. I told you. I haven't mentioned about these terms to you. Making an intercept. Let's talk about this later. So the graph of y is equal to 6 is a line parallel to the x-axis at a distance of 6 units from the origin. Yeah. How many linear equations in x and y can be satisfied by x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 2?
Infinitely many, ma'am.
Yeah, that's 1, 2. How many? 1, 2. They've given you the address of a point 1, 2. X is equal to 1, y is equal to 2, meaning 1, 2. 1, 2 is the address of a point in the Cartesian plane. 1, 2. Visualize the Cartesian plane. See the x-axis, y-axis. So where is 1, 2, 1, 2? Yeah, saw that in your mind. Now, how many linear equations in x and y can be satisfied by 1, 2? Now, children, just visualize that point 1, 2 in the Cartesian plane. See your graph paper in your mind. Close your eyes. See the graph paper in your mind, the x-axis, y-axis, and that point 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay. Now, don't you think many lines, infinitely many lines can pass through that point? Because we know that there are, given a point, we know that there are infinitely many lines that can pass through a given point. We know that, right? How many lines can pass through a given point? How many lines can pass through one point? You mark a point on the paper, and see how many lines you can draw passing through that point. Tell me.
Infinity.
You can draw only 1 or 2, 3, 4. Many lines, infinitely many. Mark 2 points on your paper. Mark 2 points on the paper. How many lines can you draw passing through the 2 points?
Infinity lines.
Infinitely many, ma'am.
Take
Many
2
lines.
points. Take 2 points. Take 2 points. You should draw lines passing through the 2 points. You should draw lines passing through the 2 points. How many lines can you draw?
1.
Shreya says 1.
Ma'am, can you see the question what I said?
Okay. I'll come from the beginning. Take a point, mark a point on the paper. And tell me how many lines you can draw through that point. One point, how many lines can you draw passing through that point?
Many lines, ma'am.
Yeah.
Infinitely many, ma'am.
We can draw infinitely many lines passing through a given point. Now all those lines will have some equations, right? Some different equations. Every line, every straight line is given by a linear equation in 2 variables x and y. Every line has its own equation. So that means this point 1, 2 can lie on many lines. This point 1, 2 can lie on so many lines because 1, 2 is the address of a point. 1, 2 is the address of a point in the Cartesian plane. The question is how many lines, how many linear equations can be satisfied by 1, 2? There are so many lines.
Infinitely many, ma'am.
Yeah, there are so many lines that can pass through 1, 2, and 1, 2 will satisfy all those equations. So the answer is infinitely many. The next thing I asked was, if you take 2 points on the paper, 2 points, how many lines can you draw passing through the 2 points?
Ma'am, only one line.
Yeah, there's one and only one line that can be drawn passing through 2 given points. You can draw another line, but it will coincide with the first one. Over the, when you, so we're given 2 points, you can draw one line passing through the 2 points. After that, if you try to draw, you will be drawing over the first line. You will not get a new line. So there are infinitely many lines passing through a given point, but given 2 points, there is one and only one line that can be drawn passing through 2 given points.
Ma'am, a doubt, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, if x is a point and y is a point, only one line can pass through it only, no, ma'am?
So when they say how many linear equations in x and y, that means they are treating it as an equation in 2 variables x and y. So that means this is the address of a point in the Cartesian plane, not on the number line. You are saying x is equal to 1 on the number line, y is equal to 2 on the number line, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Read this. How many linear equations in x and y, in x and y, 2 variables x and y? How many linear equations in 2 variables x and y can be satisfied by this? So they're talking about 2 variables. When it is 2 variables, the number line does not come in the picture at all.
Okay, ma'am.
So 1, 2 is the address of a point in the Cartesian plane. Through this point, there are so many lines. There can be so many lines that can be drawn passing through this point. And 1, 2 will satisfy all the equations. So infinitely many. Select the equation from the choices. Yeah. Tell me.
Y is equal to 2x plus 4.
Y is equal to 2x plus 4.
Ma'am, y is equal to 2x plus
Yes,
4. It will
ma'am.
not come, no, ma'am.
You have to check. Y is equal to 2x plus 4. Yes, looks like it satisfies all 3 points. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. It satisfies.
All 3 points, yes. Zero. Yeah. This is the correct option. You know how to choose it. How many linear equations in x and y can be satisfied? Similar one. How many linear equations in x and y can be satisfied by this point 2, 1? How many?
Infinitely many, ma'am.
Infinitely many, ma'am.
Infinitely many. Any point on the y-axis is of the form y-axis. Y-axis.
0, y, ma'am.
Shreyas,
0, y.
X, y, ma'am.
Shreyas, just give me some examples of the points that lie on the y-axis. Just analyze the address of any point that lies on the y-axis.
Ma'am, x, 4.
No, don't use x and y. Don't use x and y. Use some numbers. Just take a point on the y-axis and tell me its address.
One by two.
Can somebody give examples of points that lie on the y-axis?
Sure, ma'am.
0, 4, ma'am.
Then 0, 4. Then what else?
Ma'am, 1, 2.
What does 1, 2 lie on the y-axis?
0,1, 0,2, 0,3 whole line only.
Yeah, 0, so every point on the y-axis is like 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 is not on the y-axis, it's the origin. So 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4, or 0, -1, 0, 2, -2. On the y-axis, if you take any point on the y-axis, its x-coordinate is 0 on the y-axis. If you take any point on the y-axis, its x-coordinate is 0. So like 0, 10, 0, -15. So it's of the form 0, y. It's of the form 0, y. We've gone wrong in two. One answer I told you. I didn't. I have to, change the option. I did not mark it correctly. What is that one other one? I don't know. Okay, let me check with this children. I don't know. Maybe I had saved all the answers. Let me see. So this is about the test which you took up. Anyways, we have discussed the correct answers. We have discussed the correct answers. One flaw, I told you that one particular answer I did not take the correct answer, so it was not evaluated correctly. I'll just later go through what is the other one. But anyways, we have discussed the correct answers, and this is what it is. I'm sure you would have got it more clearly yesterday when you took up the test. You must have understood, but now I think it should be more clear. That is why I thought I'll just reinforce when it is fresh in your mind. You went through these yesterday when you took up the test. So I thought now when these are fresh in your mind, if I reinforce, it will help you to retain it well.